Hello there, and welcome to the video, and welcome back I suppose. We've been here before. I was down at the beach here, a very windy day, photographing the sand dunes there. I was quite intrigued with this woodland here, right next to the beach. I said I would return here with one of my film cameras. That's precisely what we've done today. So I've been waiting for like the perfect day to return here. I think this might be it. Thing is, this beach is really windy. It's kind of famous for being really windy. To photograph the woodlands here, we kind of need a still weather, so little to no wind. And we have that today. Secondly, we need some light. So today has been a really bright sunny day. But now towards the afternoon and the evening, the clouds has started moving in, but they are these really light clouds. So just a slight diffusion of the light, still keeping some direction of the light. Perfect for this kind of woodland. So it's just perfect conditions today. So I don't have anything to blame when I fail. Let's see if we can find anything to photograph. Kind of warm under the dark cloth, even though it's only like 5 degrees Celsius outside. So I found an image here with multiple subjects. This is quite chaotic woodland here, but very interesting with all these gnarly looking trees. But in that chaotic, we need an anchor. I don't necessarily think you have to isolate one singular subject, but an image needs an anchor, in my opinion. That's kind of what I've tried to find, and I think I found one. Up to the right here we have a group of gnarly trees, but one of them is lacking a bit of a bark. It's a bit of a naked tree there, and that will render a bit lighter. And as you might know, light areas and high contrast area in the image, that draws the eye first. So that kind of works as the main anchor of this image. And we have a couple of other groups of gnarly looking and chaotic woodlands beyond. Another thing I've been looking for is a bit of space between the trees, and we have that here. It's quite a far stretch of land between the different groups of gnarly looking trees. And we also have a couple of small little mini hills here, kind of obscuring some of the woodland beyond. So I think this might actually work. Taking 2 images, one a bit closer to the subject and one a bit further back. Difference is only 1 or 2 meters, just because first image might just be a bit too tight. We'll see when we have the film developed which works better and if any of them works. So it's shot at f/22, about 2 seconds. And I hope the image works. Let's see if we can find anything else today. Yeah, I messed up. I messed up quite badly actually. As you might know, I'm quite new to large format photography. This is actually the second time I was shooting with a large format. The first time I was out, I took 2 images and made 2 exposures of each scene. That would mean I used 2 of my film holders and have a grand total of 4. It would leave me with 2 left, right? It was what I thought. Apparently I only had loaded 3 of them. So one of them didn't contain any film, the one I started with today. Luckily, I'm still new to large format photography, so I still take test images with my digital camera. So I'm going to show you that image now, and then we'll return to the field. I also brought this, my new little toy, a small plastic little German. Great to take impromptu images like this one. I have this really nice looking tree, but I'm not sure about the composition. I'm not sure if it's worth committing to the large format. It's nice with these small little practical point and shoot cameras. And I need to put a roll of film through it, so it's the first roll. So I'm not sure if it works. I hope it works. We'll see when we have this film developed as well. Let's continue, see if we can find anything worth committing to the large format before the light is completely faded. So we found an image here. As always, I'm not sure, I never is, especially not as I'm shooting large format, but we have this lovely group of trees here, like these really gnarly looking trees, really interesting, and this tree here in particular are really interesting to me because it has quite light trunk of it, these limbs sinking up here with some moss on it, creating some contrast there, which is interesting to me. The thing I'm having, this little problem I'm having is I'm breaking a rule in woodland photography. I'm sure you've heard that you shouldn't include too much sky in your images. Try minimizing the sky, eliminating the sky when photographing woodland. In general, that's quite a good idea. However, here I do have quite a lot of sky there, and I'm shooting up towards the sky here. But I think this might work, because the sky behind me is quite soft with quite light white cloud. So we'll have that Gloria effect around the trees, which I think will look quite nice and giving this internal, this like dreamlike feel to it. Oh well, the subject is just so interesting, I had to take a shot of it. I must say, it's hard composing with the large format. I really need to get used to it. I spent like half an hour here trying to finesse the composition on the ground glass. That upside down image, quite dim, even though it's better today than last time. I'm not used to it, so I need to figure that out. I need to be better at pre-visualizing images, and it's a great exercise for me. But I do hope the image works. I've actually taken one image with this bad boy as well, so we can compare them if this works out. So you'll see the smallest camera I have in my collection and the largest camera I have in my collection. See which image you like the best. Let's continue, wander around. We're going to start heading back. The light is starting to fade. I think I'm going to start heading down towards the beach, getting a bit higher ground here and maybe look down. We might get some of the last little bit of the light. So yeah, let's pack up. I said head down to the beach, see if we can find anything. or towards a beach at least. Last frame with this camera. Great success. I'm not sure if I told you already, but this is a viewfinder camera, not a rangefinder. So I have to kind of guess the distance to your subject. This last image was shot at f2.8, wide open. I hope that tree is about 10 meters away. All in all, quite a nice outing. The image with the large format coupled with this. Not sure if it worked, but it was really nice being out today. Really nice weather, still perfect conditions for this woodland. And it is a beautiful woodland, so we might return here in the future. For now, thank you for watching, do take care, and bye. Again? What happened this time? Well, this lovely camera that I've been using, the Minox 35 ET, small, very pocketable camera. Well, it's an aperture priority camera. You set your aperture and it figures out your shutter speed. However, it uses an obsolete battery, and I replaced it with a new battery. And it underexposed all my frames. 2 of them still turned out quite good in my mind. But that last one, it was an almost completely blank negative. Just a shiver of something at the top. So that happened. Still, this will be my everyday camera going forward. I'm just going to change the ISO at the bottom and underrate my films. So instead of rating for 400, I will be rating it for 100. And I hope that will fix my problem. However, even though I enjoyed some of the images of this day, I felt I needed to redeem this location and redeem myself. So I headed out the next day as well. But that will be next week's video, so make sure you subscribe for that. And if you enjoy these on-location landscape photography vlogs, make sure you subscribe. I typically upload every other week. And do have a couple of big trips planned in the not too far future. So see you in the next one, do take care, and bye for now.